So, in school, etc., etc. But I thought today, we want to look at older habits and how that's just applicable not just in your school day, but how it's applicable in your life. Because we're hopefully here to help you graduate out of school, move into college, move into university, and then get a job. Okay? Now, we don't just do these healthy habits because Mr. Horsall tells us we have to do them. We don't just do them just in case we get inspected, so we can tell the inspection team that we do all this fancy stuff. We actually do it because if we can help install these porters into you, that's going to help you when you leave Haileybury. So, is this going to work for soldiers? Yes, it is. So, how can we help you use your habits outside of the school life? Not just in school, how can we do that? So, we thought we'd lead by example. So look at a lovely Key Stage 3 team. And we're going to ask some examples from the Key Stage 3 team of how they've used the Haileybury habits in their life. So, just look at the diverse range of answers given here. Let's have a look at, first of all, resilience. Who showed resilience? Well, Miss Jones, she showed resilience because she'd actually declined from the first choice at university. But instead of giving up, she pursued her dream, she kept on reapplying to universities, different universities, and eventually got to the University of Edge Hill. And we're so glad we did. Because if she'd have given up first time, she wouldn't be here today providing some amazing PE lessons. So well done, Miss Jones. Thank you so much. Next up, I like this one. Mr. Cotton. Alright, Mr. Cotton was courageous because he actually deleted all forms of social media. Can you believe doing that? First of all, he was scared he might be excluded socially, but actually, he's found out that he's got greater confidence, independence, and more happy than he ever was just by deleting that. Now that is a pretty clumsy thing to do, to delete, and especially that's quite apt for you guys. So if you guys dare do that as well. Let's have a look at inquisitive. Now Mr. Rose is going to tell us a little story about how he was inquisitive.
So I was a maths teacher, and as a maths teacher I can only do numbers and I can't read and I can't write. And I started to get interested in the philosophers and the theologians from the whole of sort of Western civilization. I started to think about them and I thought, it's too huge a subject. God, faith, religion, philosophy, questions of existence. And it felt overwhelming. And so what I did was, but I wanted to know. So what I did, I went part-time as a teacher. I thought I'll take a cut in salary, I'll go part-time, and during my days off, I'll start to read and I'll start to study. And I loved it. And I read and read and read for maybe 9 years. And I wrote and wrote and wrote for 9 years, writing essay after essay. At the end, I got a degree in philosophy and found that the people who at the beginning, I couldn't understand a word of what they were saying because they were so complicated. At the end, I thought these guys were just so interesting and taught me masses. So that was my little story about inquisitive.
Thank you very much. Next one, we're going to look at organisation. Now, anyone that knows Miss Belshaw knows that she is organised. But one thing that she does to help is that she has a little notepad on her desk. I can see it's into little categories: urgent, not urgent, and sometimes soon. So this just helps her just prioritise things that she needs to do on a daily or weekly basis. So, 9 assessment, you guys are coming up, so good luck to that. So, next one is reflective. Mr. Thomas, the head of secondary school, believe it or not, dropped out of university in his 3rd year to work in a bar. Now, after a while doing this, he could have looked at himself in the mirror and said, that's a bad decision. So, he thought, that's not good enough, that's not going to get me the way I want to do in life. I'm going to reapply back to university and complete his degree, and here he's our head of secondary. So that's awesome. Next up, we're going to look at resourceful. Now, anyone who knows Mr. Liversidge, geography teacher, knows he loves going out and exploring. He's going to give us a couple of examples here of how he's been very resourceful while being out and about.
Okay, twice since I've been here, I've had to be quite resourceful. First time was quite recently. We went to Assi Plateau, about an 2 hour drive from Almaty. We went camping and it was freezing. Okay, I ended up carrying a couple of students across a river. We were sat around the fire. I'd even set my shoes on fire. Okay, so I couldn't put those on because they were wet anyway, and I'd burnt them, they'd melted. It was a horrific mess. And I was cold, and we were stuck in the tent. So what I ended up doing is actually putting some hot rocks next to the fire, heating them up, and I put them next to me in the sleeping bag, and they kept me warm, maybe about an hour, it wasn't that great. But it was just a little thing that I came up with and thought, right, what can I do to try and keep myself warm in maybe -1, -2 degrees outside? Second thing, me and Mr. Peters, okay, and Miss Green, second thing in primary school, went to Abu Dhabi last year, and we thought we'd go out into the desert. We took a Chevy, I think it is, whatever it is, okay, an unpractical car into the desert. We thought we'd do our own version of June buggying. Didn't quite go so well. It got dark, and we got stuck. And I mean, we were fully stuck. The car was probably half submerged in sand. We were digging away. We'd all got our posh suits on. Miss Green had a dress on. We were meant to go into the races, but we got the wrong day. Okay? So we weren't very organised. And I remember reading a book from a guy called Ray Mears. He's an adventurer, he's a survival expert. And I remembered that he got the car mats out of the inside of the car, put it under the wheels to give it a little bit of traction. And eventually, with Mr. Peters and Miss Green sat in the boot to give it some weight, we managed to get the car out of the sand. Okay? So now and again, you've got to try and think, how can you be resourceful?
Thank you very much. So, your teachers have clearly shown that they know what the Haileybury habits are and how they can be used in a real life situation. But do you? So, in order to find out, we're going to have a little Kahoot quiz. So we're going to do it in year groups, as you can see. So, how do we normally find out who's going to play something like this? The spinny wheel's going to come out to play. So, Mr. Wild, give me a drum roll. 2 people from each year group. Are you ready, Mr. Wild? Okay, first person from year 7 is...
Yes, Milan. Woo!
So next one is Mika. Mika, are you here? Yes. Mika, come and help. Milan, you're up close. Mika. Huh?
I'll go.
Is Nikita here?
Yeah.
No, so we go on again. So Mika is here.
Woo!
Final one. All right. So let's count down. We have 7 questions, all related to Haileybury habits in some form. So, are you guys ready? Right. Here we go. Question number 1. We're all loaded up, ready to go. You can see the names on the board. Let's see which year group can get there at the top. So, are you ready? 7 questions. Look at the screen for the question and the answer will come on your iPad. Who displayed courage and resilience by climbing Mount Kilimanjaro? Was it Miss Jones, Miss Belshaw, Mr. Liversidge, or Mr. Barrett? Who was it? Well, what have you got so far?
What did you choose?
It was Miss Jones, and let's see who got that right. Year 9. Next question. Right. This is a bit of a theme, so read the question properly. There's only one main answer. There might be more, but there's one main answer. Have a little think. Put this into a bit of life perspective. So, you're planning a 6-week trip around Europe. Which is the most important habit to be? So, the answer is resilient, courageous, organised, or reflective. What do you think it is? Is that the same thing, you know? It was organised, and all 3 of you have got that right. Well done, all 3 of you. Well done. Which means you're 9 and very nice little lead there. Question number 3. The image that's going to come on the screen is familiar. Which habit is being shown? So, we all know this is the massive poster in the sports hall. Which habit is Michael Jordan showing? Organised, resourceful, resilient, or inquisitive? He's being resilient. All got it right. Well done, guys. All got it right. So you can see. Well, unless you've been walking around with your eyes closed in the sports hall, it's a humongous poster at the back of the wall showing how many shots he's missed, how many games he's missed, how many times he's been trusted in the game, and he's missed, but yet, that's why he succeeds. So even though he's lost, he's been given up, he's lost, he still keeps going, and that's why he's one of the best basketballs ever to have lived. So, next question. Year 9 still top of the league. Question 4. Who has been inquisitive by reading the Quran and the Bible despite not being religious? Miss Real, Mr. Barrett, Mr. Cotton, or Mr. O? This is a true story. It is Mr. Cotton! And nobody got that right! How interesting is that, Mr. Cotton? Question 5. Read the answers properly. You are inquisitive when? You watch the news, you meet new people and ask them questions, you learn a new hobby or skill, or all of those above. What do you think? All of those show that you are being inquisitive. How does that affect the leaderboard? Oh! Year 8 are now in the lead with 2 questions to go. There are 4 pictures. Which habit is being used in these 4 pictures? There's paper clips being used. What do you think, guys? They're all being resourceful, and they've all got that right. Well done, guys. Let's have a quick little look. See there? An alternative use for a paper clip rather than clipping paper together. The bucket can't fit underneath the tap into the sink, so this person here has actually used a dustpan and put it under to help the water get out. The iPhone there is actually a speaker, so you put it into his toilet roll, so we use toilet roll and have a speaker. And the guy at the end there, his street is flooded, so instead of either A, giving up, or B, getting absolutely wet through, he's got some little stools, tied them to his feet, and he's walking across the water. So, final question. Let's see how that affects the leaderboard first. Year 8 are just in the lead with 1 question to go. So, who showed courage by skydiving and bungee jumping in the same week? Mr. Morley, me, Mr. Liversidge, or Mr. Cotton?
This is obvious, this one.
Why?
You'll see in a minute.
Mr. Bud.
It is me! And someone got that right, who was it? Well done. So year 7 got that right. That is actually true. It was when I was in New Zealand, and the picture there, obviously not me because I would have given it away, but that is the actual bungee jump that I did in New Zealand. So, how does that affect with only year 7 getting the answer? The winners of the Haileybury Habits quiz are... Yes! Round of applause for Adam Lucky, well done, boys. Now all that there just shows how many different varieties of examples there of using the Haileybury Habits outside of the school. So although you might think, oh, why is Mr. Donovan talking about being organised again today? Well, there's reasons for it. So if you can get that habit in your lifestyle, take that to university, take that into the workplace, you're going to really, really help yourself in later in life. All right? One other habit we're going to look at today is our attendance. So, I must admit, guys, attendance last week was brilliant. But a couple of slow starts, coming back from the holidays, but this was really, really good. We're back up to 95.4% for secondary school, which was really, really good. Great resilience, great courage to get into school, even though some of you are not feeling too well. You managed to get in there and help yourself learn. So, Key Stage 5 obviously had the A+ of their mock, so we're going to jump straight into the 2 divisions. For those that aren't aware, there are only 5 weeks before we're going to stop and get to the results of this before we move on to the next Premier League. So this is week 3 of 5. So this is how it looked for last week. I also must say that well done to Division 2, because as an average, you were higher average than Division 1, than the Premier League. So that's absolutely brilliant. That's the whole point. We want people in Division 2 to work even harder, get into school, get those higher attendance, and get into the Premier League. Okay, so when it's reward time, you're going to get those rewards. So let's have a look. 9JL, unfortunately finished 6th. But look at this. CR finishing 5th with 96.3%. HC with 96.7%. AG with 97.8%. And we had a double winner last week with JO and BH both getting 100. So well done everyone in Division 2. Well done guys. Premier League. I know.
Yeah, don't be so proud.
Yeah, I know. Although at the moment, but unfortunately got 86, Jeff 90, SJO 90.6, GM 94, EB 95.8. And I don't know how we can stop these guys, but they just keep winning. As well as 7AY, we also have 8 MLE champions, double winners for this week. Well done, guys. 8 more once again. 7AY, where are you? I'm here to forget that. I didn't think it was possible. Shush. I didn't think it was possible for 18 more to surely win this again. They've won it twice in a row. This would make it a 3rd time. There are only 2 weeks left. Let's have a look at how that affects the tables. Remember those lines? What does the green line mean? Yeah, they're getting promoted. What does the red line mean? They're getting relegated. We've got 2 more weeks. So at the moment, GL, 7 points. Joint 4, CR and G. 3rd place for the So at the moment, in the promotion places are 8HC and 11GO. Well done, 8HC. Premier League. We've got 2 weeks. 9JB. But also, 7SGO have fallen in there as well. 4 places. ATB and AY are only 1 point ahead, only 1 point. 11DS dropped 2 places. GM have climbed a place, which means, again, top of the league, our reigning champions, 8MO. Well done again, 8MO. Very, very good. 95.4% attendance, absolutely wonderful. But I was having a look at the pattern from last year. It kind of took a little bit of a dip after the Key Stage 4 mocks. After you guys have done some exams, I know some of you are doing some exams next week. We've got to keep this attendance high. Also, next week, at the University Games, school is open as normal. This isn't a chance for you to have a holiday. Messages have already gone out to parents. You are expected to be in school. If you're not, myself and your form teachers will be catching up on you.
Staff, any announcements? Off you go.